Mussolini was born on July 29, 1883, in Italy. His father, Alessandro, was a blacksmith and an impassioned socialist who spent much of his time on politics and much of his money on his mistress. His mother, Rosa Maltoni, was a devout Catholic teacher who provided the family with some stability and income. The eldest of 3 children, Mussolini showed much intelligence as a youth, but was boisterous and disobedient. His father instilled in him a passion for socialist politics and defiance against authority. Though he was expelled from several schools for bullying and defying school authorities, he eventually obtained a teaching certificate in 1901 and, for a brief time, worked as a schoolmaster. In 1902, Mussolini moved to Switzerland to promote socialism. He quickly gained a reputation for his magnetism and remarkable rhetorical talents. While engaging in political demonstrations, he caught the attention of Swiss authorities and was eventually expelled from the country. Mussolini returned to Italy in 1904 and continued promoting a socialist agenda. He was briefly imprisoned and, upon release, became editor of the organization's newspaper Avanti, meaning forward, which gave him a larger megaphone and expanded his influence. While Mussolini initially condemned Italy's entry into World War I, he soon saw the war as an opportunity for his country to become a great power. His change in attitude broke ties with fellow socialists, and he was expelled from the organization. In 1915, Mussolini joined the Italian army and fought on the front lines, reaching the rank of corporal before being wounded and discharged from the military. On March 23, 1919, Mussolini founded the Fascist Party, which organized several right-wing groups into a single force. The fascist movement proclaimed opposition to social class discrimination and supported nationalist sentiments. Mussolini hoped to raise Italy to levels of its great Roman past. Mussolini criticized the Italian government for weakness at the Treaty of Versailles. Capitalizing on public discontent following World War I, he organized a paramilitary unit known as the Black Shirts, who terrorized political opponents and helped increase fascist influence. As Italy slipped into political chaos, Mussolini declared that only he could restore order and was given the authority in 1922 as Prime Minister. He gradually dismantled all democratic institutions. By 1925, he had made himself dictator. To his credit, Mussolini carried out an extensive public works program and reduced unemployment, making him very popular with the people. At first, Mussolini disapproved of Germany's Adolf Hitler, but over time, their partnership grew, and Mussolini embraced Hitler's anti-Semitic measures. Following Italy's 1935 invasion of Ethiopia, Germany was the second country to recognize Italy's legitimacy there. Both Hitler and Mussolini sided with Francisco Franco in the Spanish Civil War in 1936, with Mussolini providing 50,000 troops. In 1937, Italy left the League of Nations in solidarity with Germany, and in March of 1938, Hitler invaded Austria with Mussolini's support. Hitler's invasion of Poland in 1939 immediately caused Britain and France to declare war against Germany, but Mussolini, for the moment, remained neutral. Germany's invasion of Denmark and Norway convinced Mussolini that Hitler would win the war. Soon, Holland and Belgium also fell to Hitler. On May 22, 1939, Italy and Germany signed the Pact of Steel, officially creating the Axis powers. Japan would join in September of 1940 with the signing of the Tripartite Pact. As the Germans plowed through France in June 1940, Mussolini announced Italy's entrance into the war. Italy declared war on France and Great Britain on June 10, 1940. By 1943, after years of fighting in World War II, Italy was viewed by its own citizens as losing the war. On July 25, 1943, Mussolini was voted out of power by his own Grand Council, arrested after a visit with the king, and sent to the island of La Maddalena. When Italy accepted the terms of secret peace talks with the Allies, Hitler ordered German forces into Italy, which resulted in two Italian nations, one occupied by Germans. Mussolini, fearful of being handed over, was instead rescued by Hitler's forces. Transported to German-occupied northern Italy, he was installed as Hitler's puppet leader, creating the Italian Social Republic and leading to the extermination of thousands of Italian Jews. Allied forces began barreling through Italy in June 1944, and Mussolini attempted to flee to Spain in April 1945 with his lover Claretta Petacci, but was discovered and arrested by partisans searching troop transport trucks. There are conflicting stories about how Mussolini died, but autopsy reports state the dictator was executed by firing squad on April 28, 1945, shot by soldiers firing several bullets, with 4 of them near the heart, causing immediate death. The bodies of both Mussolini and Petacci were hung upside down at the Piazzale Loreto in Milan and displayed for crowds to kick and spit on. One day later, Hitler committed suicide, and the following week, Germany surrendered.